It's not ideal being a solo mama by choice and then spending most of your time at work rushing back to spend 2 hours of rush time to get your baby back to sleep or your toddler. It's just not worth it. Hey, I'm Betty. I am a solo mama by choice, currently with a 6 year old, and I'm going for number two at 46. So, on this channel, I'm going to be sharing until I have my fertility doctor appointment in 20 days. I'm just going to be sharing like mindset tips that I have to keep myself relaxed. What I did for my baby number one, I didn't have a great AMH. It was very low. I had never been pregnant before and I was 39 years old. But I truly believe in manifestation, in keeping your body as regulated as possible to welcome in your baby, for the womb to feel safe, for your body to be relaxed. So my biggest tip right now is going to just share with you, honestly, if you can, start making multiple sources of income, even just one. Okay. Number one, the thing is, inflation is going up. That's just the way the economic system is. It's always going up. Even two-parent families that I know and friends, they even struggle in this day and age. And a lot of the time is they don't have time to kind of look at their finances, or they don't prioritize it either because they're so tired. And any time that's spare, they try and spend it with their kids and then they neglect themselves. So that's a really good reason. Just start something. Number two is your employer is not loyal to you. They are going to do everything and anything that's benefited for them, because it's a business, it's a profit. No matter how many years you've been in there, you just never know what's going to change. You want to have a backup plan. A story of mine, I was in the film industry for a bit over 25 years as I was trying to transition out. And one of the jobs that I took on, I got my qualifications to teach at film school. I actually got a job straight away, even before I got the qualification. They're like, "Curry, get it done and then come and teach." And I started teaching and learning the process, and then everything shut down in COVID. So all of my friends, they all weren't working, most of them. Okay, some of them could possibly do stuff at home, but most of us that are on set didn't have any jobs going on, and just no money was coming into Australia to fund anything creative like that. And so lucky enough, the Sydney Film School, everything went online. We adapted really quickly, and I was teaching on Zoom. So I still had a bit of an income coming through. I also had a property at the time, I still do, investment property giving me income as well. So I was very fortunate to have that. So it's so important to have a backup plan. And I think a lot of people have learnt, especially during COVID, that you do have to diversify. That's just the way it is. And if you can do that now, just say if you're not a mum yet, try and do it now while you've got the time. And you know what I love about starting a business? I've got a network marketing business, is that I actually grew so much. Like, yeah, there was fear, there was challenges, but I grew so much and I learnt the ropes. It took me about a year, I guess, to get in flow. 6 months. Well, a lot of it's the challenging part of, oh my God, I've got to be online, and the fear and the judgment and rejection. So once you get that out of the way, imagine if you start doing that work, and it might take you 2 years to get used to it, but you've done a year of it before your baby's born or while you're pregnant. And trust me, when you're pregnant or when you're going through the journey, you just get your shit sorted and you're like, I've got to do this. And you just have this like extra motivation just to get stuff done, because you know you're bringing in another life. And honestly, when you do have the baby, all you want to do, for most people I know, is they just want to stay home with the baby. Okay, I was on set and the director would ask me for another shot and I'd be like, and I didn't want to, because I was like, oh my God, he's going to be asleep soon. This will be the second night in the row that I'm not going to see him. And then sometimes I'd have to rush out early before the sun got up to go to set for shooting. So it's really important to do that. Number three is your child. Okay, if you've built up, even if you're still learning, it might take you 2-3 years, but at least you're learning and you're building up the confidence. Some people it takes 6 months. Some people are just born for it. I definitely wasn't, to start off with. Now, your child is going to inherit a better mindset around money, because you'll be earning more money. You'll be thriving, like you'll be growing and stimulating yourself. Okay. And they're going to inherit that energy that you're bringing into the household. Okay. I grew up in a poor family, and the vibe around our house was money was scarce, or you had to work really hard for money all the time. I would, family of 10, I had seven other brothers and sisters. So I adopted that scarcity abundance mindset, what didn't even exist, and into my adult life. So I had to let go of a lot of that. And sometimes I still do struggle with that. Um, and yeah, you just got to work on it. So really important. Now, the tips to finding something that works with motherhood. Okay. Super important to find a company that aligns with you, and something that's not just a startup. Okay, whether it's network marketing, or I mean, I don't know much about Amazon digital products, but if it if it's something that, like a company that's been around for a long time, they're not just a startup, then you can trust them. Okay. For example, I partner with Anagic, they're a Japanese company. They've been around for 51 years. Okay. And their health products are very high quality, they're medical grade. A lot of top athletes like Conor McGregor, Tiger Woods, um, one of the big football teams, a lot of well-known people like Beyonce, Mariah Carey, a lot of singers, because it's it's ionized water, fully hydrates your system. It mimics the water of waterfalls. Okay, if you can't have a waterfall or spring in your backyard, this is the next best thing. It sits on your kitchen top, and I mean that's the only thing I drink, and it's full of antioxidants, more than a glass, a punnet of blueberries. So choose something that's been around for a while, okay? Because you don't want to start something and then the company falls away. Number two reason when you are looking for a company to partner with, or something to start, make sure, well, I recommend that you find something that has automation in place, because you don't want to be the solo mum that has a full-time job, and then you're rushing to be a mum and pick up and do all that stuff, and you've got to do so much work, like 4 hours a day on something. And of course, in the beginning, you're always going to be doing more hours when you're learning something new, getting to new systems. You're always going to have times where, yeah, you do have to stay up late, but then predominantly once it starts running, you want it to run at least 70 or 80% on automation. So the company I partner with, the Japanese one, I actually join a collective and we all do it together, and they already have education. So when I had to learn starting my personal brand online, they had it step by step. Even what you write on your first post, you add your own flavor to it. And then we had calls, weekly phone call, like weekly Zoom calls with groups of people and women starting it with me at the same time. So I felt like in a community, and I learned all of it, like what to do, and learned about the products, learned how the funnel system works. And then they already had videos and things to share on if someone asks for information, and you just copy and paste it. So for me, that was brilliant. Once I got into the swing of it, I was basically just doing like 15 minutes in the morning. I would reply to messages, and then during, like, just say my morning tea, sometimes I'd sit on the toilet and reply to messages when people would ask me. Basically, I would just send out content. Sometimes I put some ads out, but I just put out content, and then people would reach out to me. Lunchtime, I'd reply to messages, maybe another 15, half an hour, sometimes have a quick call with someone. And then at night time, I do 1 hour at night, depending on what was happening. So that was the automation. And then what was brilliant about that is, like, I do my clarity or sales calls, most of them now by myself because I'm doing it full time, but there's a sales team that does that call for you. They prep it. You just pay them a small fee, which is nothing compared to the profit that I got. So yeah, that was brilliant. So find something that's semi-automated, that can run while you're asleep and while you're being a mother, so you can be in your own time. Okay. And then, of course, with any little business that you're starting, you've got to put in the hard yards, you've got to put in the reps before you start. Okay. Now, number three is find something that is high profit. Okay. You want to make sure that the money and time that you're investing in the business is going to give you actually a really good income. Okay. So find something high profit, and yeah, it will just work out in the long run. Okay, it might take you a while till you get the momentum, and then you get it, and then it's good. Okay, now if it's going to be working for another company, just make sure that, you know, that it aligns with your values too. So these are health products. I love them. They align with my values. Make sure it's something that you love. Okay. Like when I was teaching at film school, I loved doing it. The only reason why I stopped it is because it was so many hours of work. And because I'm so dedicated to it, I would spend like so much time on the classes. And then because I'm from the film industry and I was an AD, I'm so used to replying to actors and producers after hours, and I'd see an email come through from a student at 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, oh my God, I better reply because they're probably trying to do their assignment. And then I used to reply. So it wasn't for me, it was taking away more time from me from being a mother. I already had another job, so I was still on set as well doing ads, and I was getting paid way less doing the teaching than I was being on a shoot on for a TV commercial. Even though TV commercial was a little bit up and down, I just had to stop because it was taking away too much of my time, and that's what you don't want, if especially if you're going to be looking after being the sole carer of your child. Anyway, I hope that helps. But yeah, there are so many business models out there. I've got a few friends um, doing like Melaleuca, which is those non-toxic products. Yeah, there's so many opportunities. Just make sure you do your due diligence and you really research, look for testimonials from people that have had success with it, and really ask those questions. Is it, or can it be automated? Is there an educational system already in place so I can learn? Um, in my own time, but the automation is key. Like once you set things up, you just want to copy and paste most of it, okay? When you're sending people information. And of course, it has to align with you and you have to enjoy it. Like to tell you the truth, when I first started my network marketing company, no, I didn't enjoy putting out content online, but I just had to go through the fear. And it was mainly fear that I needed to deal with, fear of rejection, fear of caring so much about what society gives. And that's helped me so much in just being more confident and free. Yeah, there's some things that you just have to pull through, but I know that the company aligns with me, the health products align with me, and that was enough for me to, and of course, the commissions were enough for me to push through that fear, because really the growth happens through pain. Like even when you go to the gym, okay, it's a requirement for you to build muscle is that you go through the pain, through you stress your body, okay, and then you have the rest. Okay. And that's when your muscle actually grows. Your muscle actually grows more when you're actually resting. But you need to stress it out first. Anyway, I hope that helps. Reach out to me if you've got any questions, and I'll be sharing more mindset tips on how to keep myself relaxed and strong. So I'm not always in fear that not going to get pregnant or I'm going to lose the baby. I'll be sharing more of that on this channel. Take care. Bye.